I'm Uwada Hosby, and I'm just going to do a quick run through of Volume 1's unscripted character sketches. I'm going to be ending up doing a total of 5 sketchbook tours. I don't know if you guys saw my mini teaser of my sketchbooks, 5 of them filled with art in it. But if you didn't, that's okay. I'm going to show you everything here. So Unscripted is a graphic novel that I'm working on, and I thought it'd be fun to learn more about my characters through like the clothing that they wear, or their postures, their body language. So when I thought of the graphic novel, I mostly thought of Felix. She's the main character with her siblings. And Felix is really the only one that's living in Dublin. So I wanted to try to give her like a different clothing choices to try to represent the European style, I guess, to show that she's different. And at the first stages of this sketchbook, I was just thinking, okay, let me just show different style choices of the characters, get a feel for them. I didn't really think of a plot or anything yet. The gist of it was just there are a group of siblings who wants private lives, but they can't have that because of their parents who are celebrities. And this sketchbook is just something that would be like pictures that would be on Felix's phone or maybe on her social media. That's was my thinking for these 5 volumes. But when I did come to this picture, I was thinking, ooh, it'd be fun if maybe she was a boxer or something. Like, I started to think of maybe stuff that they could do plot-wise in the graphic novel. And then I drew Felix with her, and I thought she was kind of fun. So I was thinking, how can I incorporate her? Eventually, I did give her a name. You know, she's a character. But during Volume 1, I wasn't really thinking that hardcore about her yet. But she ended up being average. A lot of these images I got from Pinterest. Pinterest is my go-through. Oh, not my go-through. Sorry, my go-to. I really like this one. This is cute. So yeah, most of these are Felix with her siblings and stuff, which, oh my gosh, looking back at the paper, I used to like this type of paper, like back in like 2016 or early 2017. But now I see how awful it really is. Like, it makes everything so scratchy looking. You'll see in later sketchbooks that I finally found smooth paper. So I apologize, everything looks scratchy because this is just the type of paper that I used. I would draw in a sketchbook and then I would cut it out and tape everything into this one. So I eventually drew her too. I had no idea who she would be, but I thought she was fun as well. And she would eventually be thought of later in the story. And I drew her and I was like, oh, okay, maybe Felix can be a pop star. Maybe she's in a band. And then that idea formed. I was still pretty much drawing the siblings and Felix, so those would probably be on her phone. Like, this is her mom, Felix, and her sister. But then I started thinking more and more about these bandmates, and then that started to get form in my head. where, okay, maybe instead of just thinking about how Felix and her siblings want a private life and can't have it, maybe I'll think of the drama that was in the band. And even though you don't really see the drama here, that's because these are just pictures that would be in Felix's phone or on her social media. But trust me, there will be drama in my book. Gotta get the readers to turn the page. This is one of my favorites, actually. Really like this one. That's Felix with her dad. So yeah, I just found a lot of fun pictures on Pinterest. And then, of course, the ladies or the men that was in the pictures, I would just change it to my characters instead. But I pretty much didn't change the hairstyles or anything. With this one, I was just trying to get it done. I was excited for my idea. I like this one. I was like, oh, if I deviate too much, then I may change my mind and not finish it. And I just wanted to finish, which thankfully I got 5 finished. Woohoo! With this one, I eventually noticed I never drew her sitting in the chair, which is so funny. And then eventually, like, I started to think, oh, okay, nail polish color. Like, if someone's trying to hide in her pictures, I know who the character is by their nail polish. So I started to think of a whole bunch of different things. As you can see, I feel like Felix is a flirt. That would be a good one if it wasn't so scratchy. Oh, I hate this paper. Can't believe I used to like this paper back in the day. I'm gonna try to draw food. Like back then, I would literally draw everything that was in the Pinterest photo. I wouldn't deviate from anything. But then eventually I learned some tricks not to do that. So it's not so time-consuming drawing. Especially if I'm not going to publish this or anything. This is just for my reference. Just getting used to drawing the characters. I really like this one. Go Hathaway. Like this one too. But yeah, then I started thinking, okay, she's in a band. She would always be on stage. There would be interviews. Stuff like that. Sometimes colors would blend, sometimes they wouldn't, which is the risk of taping stuff into a notebook. This is a fun one. I feel like Felix likes to wear baggy stuff, but she's like a tomboy. That's a fun one. But a lot of these, I found images of Fifth Harmony, which helped me out because they're a 5-person band, or they were, kind of like how Felix Bandmates has 5 members. So I did a lot of reference photos from them in their group, just in case there's some fans out there and like can kind of recognize the photos. And sometimes some pictures were fails, like this leg is way too short for her body. But since it was just my sketchbook, I would keep things in there, whether I drew them right or not. I was just trying to get used to drawing every day. Which clearly I have to work on the same face, because sometimes people look different. In some of these pictures, it's so funny. This one, her legs are way too skinny. And I really nonetheless, I had fun. I feel like here I was thinking, okay, the public thinks that Colm is her boyfriend, but she really is not with him. And that she's a huge flirt. So with these, I started to think of personalities, like some plot points. And then I was thinking, oh, okay, I really feel like I can do this. I can really do a graphic novel, especially when I was drawing like backgrounds and stuff, because normally I don't. I try to avoid those as much as possible. I was like, yes, I do different facial expressions. I got this. I can draw people together. I can do this. I really can. And then sometimes there would be mishaps, like these faces are like jacked. They're like way too big. This was misshaped. It's so funny. But I didn't care. Like I said, I was just trying to fill my sketchbook. I learned a lot about myself, that's for sure. I didn't give up because I do have carpal tunnel. So you can imagine how much my wrists and my hands are sore from drawing pretty much non-stop for the past few years. I really like this one. I feel like she's a diva, a flirty diva. That's her grandma. Pretty much all these people are celebrities. So I was thinking, okay, I have to learn how celebrities would dress, what's going on. This is a shout out to her. Felix is from Dublin. So sometimes if I saw a Pinterest photo, I would do like the exact image, but then I would customize it to fit my character's needs. Like her team would be from Dublin. That's a fun one. I hope it's not alcohol. I don't know what that would be. I don't know what Felix would be drinking. Maybe it's a soda. Don't know. This one's fun. I like this one. Olive, she's definitely feminine. I feel like she's a diva. Her stepbrother's asleep. I thought that was cute. Sorry if I'm rushing. I don't mean to. I literally just taped this video before this, but I had to delete it because everything was backwards. I was holding a selfie stick, so I'm like, seriously? I don't know how I did that. So now I'm actually holding the phone in my hand and starting over. I figured if I didn't do it like right now, I wouldn't do it for a while. So I was like, I want to finish this video. I had the sketchbook tour in mind, so I'm getting it done. So once again, I apologize if I'm rushing. So here I was thinking, okay, if Felix isn't going to be the boxer, then I can have her sister Tamsin be one. Sometimes I would revisit plot points. I had like over 200 pages to fill. This is a cute one. I like this one as well. This is one of my favorites. I feel like that could be a date. As you can probably tell, I'm making Felix bisexual. I thought that would be fun to do. And this is an image from Beyonce. I feel like she'd be fierce on stage. My character, Felix. After a while, like I said, I have carpal tunnel. After a while, I learned to draw bigger so I could fill the sketchbook up faster instead of a whole bunch of small ones, like on one page. this one's cute. Aw, Felix. But yeah, she's definitely a flirt, I feel like. With the tape, after a while, it discolors the actual art, which is alright. This is just for me. Wasn't planning on selling it or selling any images or making any art prints from anything. This was literally just like an experiment for me to practice drawing my characters for my graphic novel, get an idea of who they are. This one, I drew her face too big. Yeah, I definitely had fun. And I noticed, oh my gosh, I noticed, because you know how women have different body types and stuff, and celebrities. So I would just use any image on Pinterest. But I noticed when I did the pictures, I would copy like the body of the actresses or the celebrities. So sometimes the characters would have different body types. So I'm like, oh, I better learn not to do that in my actual graphic novel and stick with a body type. But I thought that was funny because I didn't even realize that until I started to look back on these. On my later graphic novels, I learned to not necessarily draw the Pinterest image and all the detail that I had. I learned to improvise. This is a fun one. It's a fun one. I'm just trying to show that characters are playful. They have good hearts. Like to have fun, even though management is trying to make their lives horrible. To be honest, like a plot point, I was thinking, okay, Felix is definitely dating one of these ladies, but I could never get a feel of who I wanted her to date. That's why I was always keeping it, always flirty with these images, trying to get an idea of what I want to do. Eventually, though, I settled on an actual plot line. But I do like the idea of love triangles. Once again, her head's way too big. I don't know what it is about her. Why I keep making her head too big. Maybe she does really have a big head. I attempted drawing a lobster. That was a fun one. That's also an image from Beyonce. This is her her flag. She's from Dublin. So sometimes when I found a picture on Pinterest, I would fit the needs of my characters. Like the image was of a model wearing an American flag. So this, I just changed it to an Ireland or a Dublin flag. Actually, I like this hair. That may be her official hair. I was also playing around with hair because I was like, I didn't know exactly how I want these characters to look. I was experimenting on what I wanted. Then I was thinking, okay, whatever is different, I can just claim it's a wig or something. Wig or extensions. But then towards the later sketchbooks, you'll see that I actually chose something, but here I was trying all different ways, just experimenting on how her hair could be, how she dresses, how she is, with all the characters, really. That's a fun one. It was really actually fun going through Pinterest and finding all these images to redraw. Just because it's in here doesn't mean it's going to be part of my graphic novel. It was just, this is literally just me trying to learn my characters. That's why I call these character sketches. Just trying to get an idea of their personalities. Trying to get some ideas of plot points by what I drew, kind of. But mostly just getting a feel for who they are. I can say for certain, though, this is a spoiler alert. There will be a hospital scene in the first volume of my graphic novel. I can say that. And this is her waving goodbye. If you like this video, please like or comment below and subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye.